to the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. I know I've been gone a while, but we back in action, baby. I got a special guest in today. He just ain't a special guest. This dude he make bangers from everywhere in the studio, man. This dude can work from the looks of 92 Dream Team, Ant P, K Brock, Flashy, Eastside Egg Roll, the Fig Boys, if I'm saying their name right.
Ferg Boys.
Okay, I'm always messing. Dash Jordan. My main man, Motizzy, what's up, man?
What's happening, man? What's cracking? What it is.
What's going on, man?
I can't call it. Cooler than the other side of the pillow.
So I see, man, you've been, how long you been doing beats?
I started in 98. My brother and my mom's got me a keyboard and self-taught. Taught myself how to put a beat together, construct a song or whatnot, and started taking it serious around 2011. My homeboy B and my other homeboy Chris, they pretty much they got me to take it serious pretty much.
Do you still have a copy of the first beat you ever made?
Hell no. I would have to find a cassette tape somewhere. It's on a cassette tape for sure, but I would have to find it.
Where was that beat made at? Do you remember?
Oh, I was at home in my mom's house in the basement, my room.
Okay.
My room was in the basement.
That was like when Rap City in the Basement was out and all that good things, wasn't it? 106 and Park and all that good nature.
Yeah, mainly Rap City in the basement for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I see you got a couple of albums, a couple of EPs yourself. Tell us about this collection EP.
I wanted to start selling, not so much selling, just make an instrumental jazz felt, kind of like jazz feel album. And that was just a test run. I got a lot of love off of it. A lot of people done made songs out of a couple of the records or whatnot. So, I'm proud of that one.
What about this 1982?
86.
1986. Stupid. Sorry, y'all. 1986 record.
Basically, it's a collective of records I did from 2011 up until 2019. And I pretty much wanted to reinvent myself. So the cover is based off of a mob hit that basically I'm showing myself killing Motizzy beats and just creating Motizzy.
What type of mindset do you be in when you be making your beats? What gets your creative juices flowing?
Anything. I've really listened to music from like early hip hop, like as early as I can remember. My favorite producer growing up was Jermaine Dupri and DJ Quick. As time progressed, of course, Pete Rock is in there too. Swiss Beats, when DMX dropped and that's Rough Riders anthem dropped, I'm like, oh shit, I can do this. It sounded so simple. So, like I said, I pretty much just anything can get me flowing. But if somebody called me with an idea, like I need this or I want this feel, I can come with it.
What's your reaction? What's your reaction when you hear a whack beat?
I just laugh or like he can do better.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, I figured he could do better.
What made you start making beats? What made you get into the mood or start wanting making music?
My mom's used to, be in the living room. I'm sure a lot of young black kids witness their parents singing and dancing in the living room to old school music or whatnot. But but I always been heavy into music because my neighborhood, everybody in my neighborhood pretty much listened to hip hop heavy. Like my neighborhood was a heavy music neighborhood. Like everybody was playing something. So once I realized I could do it, I'm like, shit. I used to try to rap too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I was rapping, I wanted to sound like Mace.
Oh yeah, Mace. Yeah.
So I'm
Oh
like,
man, Mace was a jump back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Mace was good. The little trench coat, Mace Bad Boys little thing. Mace was the shit back in the day, man.
and his flow was fire.
Very. He still can rap though.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like once you learn how to rap, really know how to rap.
Yeah.
It really don't go away unless you completely stop doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to ask you this question because I enjoy listening to little snippets. Tell us about Dash Jordan's Blue Strip 2. I see that you got a lot of records on there as well. Give us details about this Blue Strip.
Okay, well, we have actually a collective blue. This is the Blue Tape. Mm-hmm. It was the Blue Tape 1 and Blue Strips 1 and Blue Strips 2. Mm-hmm. Basically, we've been working together since 2013, 2012. How we met was kind of crazy on Twitter. And we built a relationship, a genuine relationship. Like, that's my brother. And every now and then he'd just hit me like, hey man, we need to knock one out. And then we have been talking about doing a Blue Tape, not the Blue Tape, but a EP. We have been talking about it like 2 years. So the first one dropped the day Nipsey died, the day he got killed.
Oh wow.
So it was just like, wow, but yeah, it's one of my favorite collectives that I produce, especially because I produced it entirely.
Is Dash Jordan one of your favorite artists you like to work with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. So when y'all do work on a project together, do it be a lot of you guys in the studio, or just be you, him, and the engineer? Because I see you do videos too. I'm gonna get into that. I see you do that as well. So do it just be you and him, or it be a couple of y'all friends, y'all come together and
Every now and then it's me and him and the engineer, but sometimes he invite family members and a couple of homeboys to pull up. But yeah, the majority of the time it's just me, him, and the engineer.
So tell us, if you had the opportunity to work with somebody in the industry that's a big name artist in the industry, who and why?
I really want to work with Griselda.
Oh, Griselda, yeah.
I love that style of music. That's, like I said, that's the era I come from. Like, my brother had me listening to Wu-Tang and shit like that.
Yeah. Speaking of Wu-Tang, are you ready for that second season to come out?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it drops today. Yeah, today.
Yep.
So that'll be great. I think the second season is going to be phenomenal. But besides that, I get where that was great music. It's great creation. It shows the new school kids that want to learn.
Yeah.
About music.
Yeah.
that TV series is very important because it shows how. Because I didn't know Raekwon and Ghostface Killer tried to kill each other. I didn't know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they was enemies.
And now they
close
as fuck.
Yeah, closest. That's weird. But it shows you how your worst enemy can become your best friend over time. You be like, man, I used to hate this guy. This guy used to hate me. Mm-hmm. And y'all be like the closest friends. Yeah. Y'all like bros.
Yeah.
And it's weird. And that's crazy, but I like Griselda. I like Benny the Butcher. West Side? What's the West Side?
West Side Guy.
And my main man, Conway.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite
Conway,
one.
Man, Conway gets busy, man. So tell us, man. Besides that, tell us about this topic of discussion remix.
Oh, I've been working with Flash Boy. Mm-hmm. I want to say
shout out to Flash Boy, by the way. Shout out to.
What is it? 2013 too. 2013. We connected. He bought a joint from me, and it's called City of Players, featuring his uncle Charlie C. Mm-hmm. There's a video on YouTube with that too. We did the first one, topic of discussion, and then he like, you think we should do the remix? Because the first one streamed almost 200,000 streams. So he like, you think we should do the remix? I'm like, shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, who you think? And he said he came up with Stretch Money and Dash. I'm like, shit, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And
that's a great idea. Now, being a producer, say for instance, because I know you probably went through this before. Mm-hmm. Well, you made an album. You had over 20 songs, but only 10 or 5 make the cut. Mm-hmm. What do you do with the unreleased songs of unreleased beats? What do you do with those?
Shit, I shop them.
You shop them?
Yeah. If I send an artist 20 beats and he picks 4 or 5, I'm like, okay. 9 times out of 10, artists are bad at communicating. So whatever they use, and then they never hit you up again. They never mention anything other. So 9 times out of 10, I done shop those 15, 16 beats to other artists.
Now, you know how artists go through writer's block. Do producers go through a time when they don't want to make the beat? They don't see, How do you handle that?
I normally, sometimes it lasts a couple hours, sometimes it lasts a couple days. For the most part, I don't like to force anything.
Do you watch movies to get you motivated? Do you pace the floor? Do you sit around and just think, or you go outside and meditate? Or
yeah, I go outside, walk around barefoot sometimes. I go lay down.
As long as you don't go outside naked, man.
No. You can't be doing that. That's wild as hell. Yeah, that'd be wild. Nah, for the most part, like I said, I go outside, walk around barefoot. I lay down. I call one of my homies and just general conversation that'll motivate me. Talking to my old lady and motivate me. Something to get me going.
Do you have children?
No, I don't.
Yeah, me neither at the point. Okay, I gotta ask you this situation because how do you deal with a person that you send a beat to and they don't pay you? They don't pay you. They pay you, but it don't be the amount that you asked for. But they still use your beat. How do you go about handling that situation? Have you ever had that?
Yeah, I've had it I had it a few times. Sometimes I'll if you can't afford or if you don't think you should pay me this, either we can work out the payment and a percentage, or you give me my full percentage. Like, it's DistroKid. And I'm on DistroKid, of course, because I release projects. So if you release a song or multiple songs, you can include me in whatever songs I produced, and you give me my half as well, being my ass cap. Give me my half. But if you pay me a portion, just give me my back end.
Right. Because they don't understand how hard you guys got it harder than the artists, because you had to come up with the sound. It's a lot of thinking processes when you're doing beats, because you can make like over several beats and the artist only pick one, and you be like, damn, like I didn't seen it happen like to big producers and all. You be like, dang, like you some of y'all stay up a whole 12 hours, man, 24 hours. Some of y'all don't get sleep. Some of y'all that's the grind you put in. And that's a lot of work. And I got to commend you. I really got to commend you. But I want to play one of your beats, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I want to play one of your beats. It's called Put It Up. And I want to give y'all a good sample of what type of creation Motizzy be, adding to the world. But you can get more if y'all visit. We're going to talk about that in a minute, too. But here it go, right here. man, that's fire, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
So for the people out there that wants to get in contact with you for your beats and your good work, can you get us any social media materials?
All right. On Instagram, Motizzy __ and on Twitter, same Motizzy MOTIZZY __.
So one more question. Tell us about this Cloud Catch Music.
Cloud Catcher Music Group. It's a collective of producers and artists. They rap and produce. Not all of us, but the majority of the group. We formed 2014, 13. I met those guys through pretty much the same way I met out at the studio at SR Studio, Isolation Studios. It's my boy, me, Hunted, Illuminati G, Champ, A-Train, Stack Dough, and Blackout.
Maybe
and Polo 2 times.
Oh wow! Maybe one day y'all can do a versus. Versus on Instagram, and bring y'all followers together and do a versus.
Hey, we can do something. Oh, and Nike Mikey.
Oh yeah, and what's Nuff Said? That's your.
Oh, that's my guy. He has a radio show in Pontiac.
Oh yeah.
And yeah,
Won't you tell me, put me on it, man?
Hey, he don't mind if y'all connect. I politic and get y'all to rap.
Oh yeah, but maybe like I said, maybe y'all could do a versus battle, man. Versus battle with some of these producers, man. Hit up iRock Says, man. Do these versus battles, man. Get into these versus battles. You ain't gotta be big in the industry to do a versus battle.
Right.
It's fun, man. Do a versus battle, man. But I want to thank you, man, for coming through to the show, man, interviewing to share some of your good works you do, man, in the artistry of music. I really appreciate your time for you to take your time out to come, do an interview with me, y'all. But make sure y'all check out my man Motizzy, man, for real, man. Hit him up on Instagram. He got a long catalog, man. He worked with, like I said, 92 Dream Team.
I gotta break that down.
Yeah.
92 Dream Team is Rose Spit, Binks Vadar, Michigan, Ben Poe, One Below, and Poopy Doo. Poopy Doo. Majority of them are battle rappers, but for the most part, they all got their own catalog of music.
That's what's up,
and
man.
they're all from Pontiac.
Oh, wow. But like I said, man, I want to thank you for coming through, man, and thank you, man, for chiming in with me. I really appreciate it.
No doubt, man. I come again for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Make sure check a fat brother out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, y'all. But this is the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Laidback Corey. Make sure you check me out on all platforms: Apple, Google, Patreon, Spotify. Even Motizzy's on Spotify. Check him out too. Make sure y'all hit that comment, that subscribe, and comment down below, y'all. This is the Press for Conversation podcast. Peace.